All right, it's a car video, but not what you think. I've parked. Now, I just filmed 40 minutes of talking about flipping chapter 1, and it's awesome. One of my favorite chapters in the whole series so far. But I'm going to do a shorter version of that right now. And if you still want the 40-minute one, I can throw it up where I go into detail in everything that's going on. But here's my 1 minute explanation of what I'm excited for so far. We have this Talum. Oh, dang it. I don't even know what his name is. Talal guy? Shoot, I'm going to be wasting half of my thing wondering what his name is. I can't remember. Anyway, we have him. He's part of these patriotists who have, they're allowed to have daggers and swords. And it sounds like we're going to get a patriotists versus Tehol and Bug showdown. These guys basically worshipped Jaren Ebricht, which is like crazy because he's a psycho. Was a psycho. Wasn't he killed by mine? Okay, we also have maybe the funniest scene with Tehol and Bug at the end of this, which is even funnier now that we know who Male is. The main theme of this book, I think, and in chapter 1 we have this Edur and Lethery kingdoms working together, where they don't, even though the Edur have the crown and technically are in charge, they have an emperor who has the skin, which is the symbol of something very important to the Lethery, which is very, very interesting. This mix embodied in this person. And really, even though he's in charge, the Lethery are still growing rich, even though they are hemorrhaging money. They want to know what's going on. Really, who's in charge, I think, is the crippled god, though. They both think they won the war. They are cleansing. This patriotists group is cleansing. They're cleansing the Aldan. There's terrible stuff going on. The official word is that the Aldan are all fighting against him and unifying. And it sounds a lot like Rome, Caesar and the Gauls, and what he would say of the Gauls to get the common folk kind of on board with everything that's going on. It's awful. We have Silch's Ruin, who is now wreck and shop. We've had poor Kettle has been awfully abused. Again, this Tellum guy or whoever, he's abused some of these nobility who have, not nobles, but well-connected people who have been almost taken as like a quota. This is more than a minute, holy smokes. And they are condemned to drownings and things. But now he's been told to let one of them go, so it's like, oh crap, he's got to watch his back. We have Rautos, or whatever his name was, and he is well-connected. He is in this established family. He is the head of this association that is of high-ranking families that have banded together to protect their wealth and things like that. They're trying to figure out why they are hemorrhaging money. That's going to lead them to Tehol again, I'm sure. And he is interested in, his estate, like all these other estates and shops and things, are going into the water. So he's going, it sounds a lot like what is happening with the Lethery kingdom, or what is about to happen with this big collapse. It is also shown in this bug that Tehol is trying to balance. Very, very interesting there. Bug is going to make this box for Tehol for retribution, or something's going on. A lot of interesting stuff going on. Fear now has the perfect name because he's being hunted, but he won't fight his own people. Udinus, on the other hand, is very much okay with that. Very interesting to see Udinus now linked up with Silch's Ruin. These two, one is a soul taken and one had this dragon spirit within him. I wonder if this dragon spirit was a certain person or something. But it's very interesting because we had Kilimanjaro's fighting off these, she destroyed a dragon. So these connections are very, very interesting. We have this cleansing going on all over the place. It's awful. Terrible things being set up. I'm interested in Scabandari, Silchus. Is he still ticked off at Animander Rake? Anyway, lots of things to talk about. If you want my full thoughts, where I really go into all of this, I will add that 40-minute video. But if this was enough for you, that's great. But there is a lot more to talk about. And I will see you on the next one.